Hey mommies, how's everyone? I just wanted to do a quick Facebook Live because I've been reading some stuff lately about newborns and in hospital and protocols and things like that. And especially with it being like Breastfeeding Awareness Month, I always get so shocked and so surprised that the first thing that nurses or the hospital staff at the NIC unit or at the delivery department, that the first thing that they want to do is when they see anything at all, it's like, okay, no, we have to go straight on formula. The baby needs to have as much food as he can. They need to get this out of their blood or their system or whatever the issue may be, whether it's, jaundice or sugar levels or anything like that. And it happened to me, it's happened to so many of my friends, and you get so alarmed and you start to get really self-conscious and you start to wonder whether your milk will be filling enough for your baby or if it's going to be enough, or you start to kind of doubt yourself and the amazing ability that your body has to make this amazing thing called colostrum. That's the first food that your baby's going to have, and your body designs that food for the first few days for a reason, because it has so many things that your baby needs when it's born. It lines the stomach, it's super nutrient and fat rich. It has oh my God, I lost the word. It has a way to help also your baby get rid of that meconium. So it has to get the digestive and the bowels moving. So it has so many amazing things, and your body designs it for that reason, because it's the first food that your baby should have, not formula, not sugar water, gripe water, whatever, nothing. That colostrum is what your body made specifically for your baby. So that's what your baby should be eating. And also remember, your baby's stomach is like the size of a marble, like this big, when they're born. So it's not a question of whether you give them 2, 3, 4 ounces of formula. That's not going to make a difference. Your baby's stomach is really small because it's just started, it's immature, and it's just starting to go into motion. Basically, you've been feeding through your stomach, and it's been eating all the nutrients and things that your body has been giving it internally. So it doesn't, the baby doesn't, it's not a question of whether he needs formula that's gonna be a quick fix and gonna get him better. It's a lot of other things, and it's time and dedication and love and nourishment and a lot of skin to skin contact. And those first few days, don't be surprised, you're probably gonna have to nurse your baby every hour and keep your baby at your breast the whole time. That's something that I found really difficult to understand with my firstborn. And then with my second, I totally was prepared mentally, spiritually, physically. And I put that baby on my boob nonstop. And he was a small baby too. And he did amazing. We didn't need to do anything else. It was just me and my baby and what my body was providing for my baby. So I just wanted to remind you, if there's any mommies out there watching that are pregnant or that have friends that have just delivered and they're going through this where you're super stressed out and you're calling everybody and asking what you should do, and then you have hospital staff say, no, this is the hospital protocol and you're putting your baby in danger, and the fed is best and all that stuff. I know all of that, and there's situations where there's nothing else you can do, and that's what you have to do, and that's fine. But I do want you to know that that's not a quick fix, and that's not the only option that you have. You just have to kind of, take a step back. I understand you just had a baby, your baby has whatever issue, you're concerned, you're scared, but you just have to kind of think about it for a second and understand and trust your body. And there's a lot of stuff you can do. You can start to hand express yourself. You don't need to supplement with formula. What you can do, if maybe your baby's falling asleep or you need the baby to have more food or more fluids, what you can do is, you can hand express and feed that to your baby with a spoon or a syringe. Keep your baby close to you, skin to skin. Try and avoid any other, alterations, anything that's going to get your baby stressed, because that also tends to disbalance the sugar level. So no circumcision, no bathing. Keep your baby just close to you and all that stuff. Just let nature kind of do what it's supposed to do and sort itself out. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of reassurance in regards to that, because I've read a few stories, and it just always reminds me of how I felt, because I felt so desperate and so, you know, just like I just wanted to fix this, and I just wanted whatever I could do to fix it now. And sometimes it's not just now, you know, it takes a little bit of time. And I know those first few hours are very critical, but you just have to be a little patient and kind of just bond with your baby and take it a little bit easy, and not just look for a quick fix, because it doesn't work like that with a newborn. And breastfeeding, especially breastfeeding, is something that, you know, takes time, and you have to spend a lot of time. Maybe you're not going to sleep a lot those first few days, but I'm telling you, your baby's going to be fine as long as you follow those things. But obviously you have to listen to your doctor. You are in a hospital, so kind of weigh the pros and cons and try and negotiate to see what you can do. And if supplementation is like really necessary, then supplement with your own colostrum, with your own milk. Or something else you can do is you can maybe ask around with your friends. If someone, that's what I did in my situation, and a really good friend of mine was able to give me some of her milk. So try and do that. That's another option that you have instead of formula, and that's something that you don't usually think of, but surely you're bound to have someone close to you that you know well enough and you can trust, that can maybe give you a little bit of their milk. So just wanted to share that with you mommies, and share with other mommy friends or anybody that you know is going through that or has been through that, so they don't have to go through it again in the future. Okay, bye mommies.